Hey, I wanted to show you a process where I start from a document because I want to brainstorm with my team about a subject here at Copilot Success. So I created already a file. It's a PowerPoint presentation. I asked to summarize. Then I said edit in page, and it created a page for it. I renamed the title because it does take the prompt. So I renamed it, and I can share that component or page link. Um, so I can go to page. So that's a little bit hidden here. Here you can go to pages. It's going to open pages. You see you have an icon called pages. It's going to show this page. So it's really subtle. Um, but if I want to attach it to a Copilot workspace, where could I do that? And so I've been looking. And actually, if you do share locations and you click on the link, it will open it in some sort of in Loop workspace, but it's not in a workspace. So I have my page here, and then I need to say, okay, finally, I want to add this to a workspace. So that's the process, and I can say, okay, I'm gonna add it to this workspace. So as you can see, you start in a prompt, then you escalate in pages, and then you escalate in, and you open the page in loop, the loop workspace, but it's not a workspace, it's just a page, and then you attach it to a workspace. And so now if I'm going to my workspace, so it doesn't open the workspace, so it's really, really weird. I don't know why, how I could go to my workspace because I added, I wish it could open the page directly in the workspace. I don't see anything to see it in the workspace. But basically now it's stored in the workspace. So let's see if I navigate to loop and it was OCM brainstorming. Now I have this page that is here. And if I modify this and I can select that and I can play with Copilot here, can say, um, rewrite with Copilot, what can I say? Add more KPI that represents Copilot potential benefits. So I can enhance it here. Let me try that. Can I add a file? Oh yeah, I can add a file here. Okay. So actually, I could have done everything from the start here. Uh, I don't see a lot of difference here. Not sure what it did. And it just created a new paragraph here, so it's not maybe it's not working the way I want. So if I do Control Z, let's go back to where I was. So it's interesting to see some enhancements. So you can eventually add here with Copilot something that is. I'm gonna use this. Let's. So what can I use? I don't know if I have a file that can support that. Add a section on Copilot uh, traps and benefits from this file slash Copilot adoption. I might have a file somewhere. So don't remember the name of it. That's a problem. And I don't have this navigate feature. So let's see if I have the navigate feature here. files. No, I don't have the upload. It's too bad. Um, so let's, unfortunately, I don't remember the name of it. Adoption, maybe? Or Copilot benefits. Okay, I'm going to take this one to see if it works. So dynamically in the page, I can add that. Obviously, my page is shared with members that I invited. So let's see if it does a good job here. So there's some enhancement in in Loop with Copilot. The first one is page, and then you can use Copilot in the page to create more content. So yeah, here it is. So pretty cool. And and then what I want to see if I can ask Copilot here. Use Copilot. Okay, just start to type. Use Copilot or just I want to use Copilot. So I'm going to say make this or transform this content into a blog post for LinkedIn. Not a blog post, a blog article for LinkedIn. So let's see if you're gonna see everything that is above it. Okay. Okay, it takes the content apparently. You have the same items here. Maybe not presented the same way. Okay, yeah, it relies on the exact same content. So you can see, you can iterate, you can make your page with more resource thanks to Copilot. So those are the enhancements. And on the side, you can ask Copilot a few things here. Again, there's no. Um, it's weird because you cannot have access to files here. So, but maybe I can say. Um, do you have any suggestions on how to make this page better? But I would like maybe to use a file, but to say, okay, respecting this communication pattern, but I can't. Okay, it's going to give me a lot of suggestions. Okay, it's true. I don't have headings. Okay, so I can do that with Copilot. I can create a new. It's in preview. I can look on the web. Um, do you have any other suggestions coming from the web on how to approach Copilot for Microsoft 365 to be a success? Let's see if it's grounded to internet, because it should be, because my plugin is enabled. So there's some content internal to my company. So it's interesting. You can find internal things, documents. Actually, That's, yeah, there's some documents, some links. And from the web transform IT operation, engage users. Okay, so it's grounded internally and externally, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, I don't have the slash to pick up a file. It's really frustrating that Microsoft doesn't implement Copilot the same way. It shows how I guess the product teams are siloed for that, and so they don't develop Copilot integration in each tool the same way. You cannot talk to Copilot here. You don't have the slash sign. It can be frustrating. I think Microsoft should do a better job here. But as you can see, there's more features in Copilot to create content in Loop. There's definitely more because you can create a. I think you can create tables. Um, can say you can summarize a page. You can definitely say, for example, here. Where's my draft? It's too bad it didn't scroll down. Uh, create a page with a table with uh, benefits and traps listed above. Let's see if it works. So it's not just plain text. Since you can add uh, different content. Here's my table, benefits traps. It does work. It does work well. There's a lot of things you can do with Copilot within Loop, and basically Loop can become really the replacement for your OneNote, for your meetings notes, for your prompts in Copilot, for brainstorming with your team, for managing project and task, and the potential of Loop is just amazing. You can change column type. You can say, okay, let's vote. What you think are the most beneficial benefits, the biggest traps. So there's way more to it. Loop is a fantastic tool that I think is underused. It's not available in every type of tenant, but commercial tenants are definitely using it. And I recommend to learn how to use Loop. It's a fantastic tool. You can add content that are not just coming from Copilot. You can add planner. You can add different type of object like date callout, a mermaid. I've never it, I, I didn't even try mermaid. I don't know what it is. Paragraph body. Okay, that's the heading. Um, Inline code if you're a coder, developer. Task list, voting table, progress tracker. That's cool. The Kanban board, probably one of the most used things. And then you can add mention people, you can add emojis, labels, you can even add images or recorded video directly here, and you can add a planner. Or even if you have other tools, you can add other tools directly in Loop. Loop is a little bit like Notion, and it's getting more and more features with this Copilot integration edit page. Definitely it's going to be something you need to investigate if you are playing with Copilot. It's a fantastic tool that I hope more people are going to use and deploy. Hope this was insightful.